Hi, Google released the Project Genie, which is a big AI model that can generate game worlds for you. It can also generate a character with your description. Also, you can create objects and the world however you want with your descriptions. You can play your character in it with WESD and space. You can literally jump in it. And you can see how your character interacts with the objects. Also, you can just discover and travel in your world. By the way, with the release of this project, Rockstar Games studios and other game development studios lost lots of stock value. Take-Two Interactive, which is the Rockstar, is down up to 10%. Roblox is down 13% and Unity Software is around 24% down. But what did Google do? Is this really that good? Let's talk about it. I'm a mobile game developer, by the way. Hi. I made 2 small games and they took so long. They took so much effort. It's absurd how many things you have to know to make an actual finished project. And I only made $2 and lost probably $1,000. But I have a couple of things to say about this. Google, what the f***? This is just like so advanced and impressive, but also at the same time, I don't think this is going to be that much helpful. Like this is not a game that you can play actually. This is just more like a lucid dream. Like that one time when Netflix tried to make an interactive TV series with Black Mirror Bandersnatch. In it, you had choices and checkpoints, and depending on your selection, the story just changed a little bit towards another outcome. But at the end of the day, it is not like you are watching a TV series, and also it is not like you are playing a game. It is in between them, and it is somehow a worse experience. And I think even if Google can just improve on this idea of generating an AI world, it is still hallucinations of a computer. Having unlimited options is probably a worse experience. If you generate a world or a game in this way, the consistency is going to be not there. And you might say every gamer is going to have a different experience, but the game is not going to be the same. Anyway, let's see what Google Genie can do. So basically, you just prompt a world and you also explain your character in it. Then it previews an image that is made from Google's AI image creation. Nano AI model gives you a preview. So after you approve the image, it starts creating a video feed from that image. It predicts the next frame. And like I said, you can give basic input like WESD and you can jump in it and you can see just how the video feed actually changes with your inputs. You are exploring the world with your character. And yes, since we can just generate any image we want these days with these AI image models, you can make any game you want in the means of visuals. In the means of other things like ideas or mechanics, building or crafting, like inventory or fighting, I don't know, like anything a game might have, like a puzzle, of course. You can't have any of them with this. Or having points or character development or a storyline. Like I said, this is like a dream. You don't have meaningful things in it. You're just going to look at it and say, yes, this looks fine. And I'm bored, at least in this state. Of course, in the future, this can change, this can improve. But how all of the AIs work right now is just having lots of data, try to categorize that data and try to summarize it, make predictions and make final outcome that just fits the best what the user have given you. All of the things AIs do right now is just predicting from that data the most possible outcome. And it is not something you can rely on. I talked a lot about how AIs work and how they can be helpful to us, and of course, how they can make things worse if used in a nonsensical way. So you can check out my other videos about AIs. But in this state with Project Genie, it is just another AI video creation tool with the added option of just, having a character move in the scene. Right now, only some people can use this. If you are in US and if you have Google AI Ultra subscription and if you are above 18, you can right now use this. But now I can't, so I can't show you this. I only meet one criteria and it is obviously above 18. So I guess the game studio stocks are down because people feared that this might disrupt the industry. Well, I would say AI already disrupted everything, but yet I don't understand the stock market that well, so I can't further comment on that. So my take on this project is it is really impressive, but it is hard to make this into an actual product that people can purchase or play in the means of actual gameplay. This is a good addition to Google's AI subscription, obviously. It is just a little trick that they have. But even Google, the trillion-dollar company, only gave this to the AI Ultra subscriptions. They didn't even give another preview to other users. Maybe they are going to release it in the future, but this subscription price is right now $250 a month. Even with that money, you can only use the same world for 60 seconds. Then you have to generate another one. And with knowing how heavy of hardware use the AIs have, you, the server costs of this is probably insane. Even ChatGPT is losing billions of dollars with just generating text. This is a video feed that you need to generate from data. To predict how much money this is costing them, let's go with the Google's API pricing. A regular video from their API pricing of VO3, which is their video generation model, costs 40 cents per second for their 180p resolution. So you play a game for a minute, and I don't know if it is more intensive on their hardware, and you are already going to be down $24. This is not a sustainable thing, even for Google right now. So no, this is not coming to consumers in the near future. Making a game actually the opposite of this. You have to predict every move a player can do. You have to make precise environments and precise mechanics, and we are only talking about the game's visuals in the means of Google's project. The actual backend code you would have both on the client and for other games on the server side, it is insanely complex. Even for a simple app, you're going to need knowledge in 10 different fields. Everything is going to be jumbled up and you're going to have mental breakdowns, while AI can't even handle just remembering the right field names. For example, right now I'm learning React.js. It is just a different environment that I can develop apps on. So I'm trying to see how my code fits into that environment. So to learn it, I asked ChatGPT how my original code would fit in this other environment, how the code would be translated. And I gave it everything it might need, and it just couldn't do it. You know why? Because it just changed the names of things. It can't understand for code to work, the things should be named exactly the same. Yeah, you should be using cloud or something else for coding. I don't know. I'm just saying these are not ready. And anyone who used AIs for more complex tasks and for more professional work knows they are not good at hard tasks. So whenever you use AI on something, you should just look once again to that thing to find out what you did wrong. Because there's always going to be mistakes. It is inevitable. Does it make things easier and faster? Well, if you are using it in the correct way, yes, it can. But you can't just sell fully AI generated infinite worlds as a game. Even if you try to define everything that can happen visually, you can never have enough control over it to make the next GTA game. If you want to check out the two small games that I did, one of them is Counting Sheep to Sleep and the other one is Number Gripping Puzzle. You can find them on Google Play and Apple App Store. Also, the links are in the description. And tell me what you think about this infinite AI word generation. Do you think it is going to be usable? Would you play a game like this? Am I right about thinking that this is not going to be worth anything? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe and thank you for listening.